Hey, how's it going?
What's good? How you?
Doing good. How about yourself, man?
I'm running. I just got off. I just closed my store down. I'm in the car on my way to my house.
Very cool. Very cool.
And yourself? How are you?
Doing good. I'm in
That's good.
Texas right now. We just got done South by, so we're on our way to Dallas.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I just had a long little 4 month stint in Miami. I was shooting a reality show with Jim Jones and Chrissy. That's his fiance and his mother.
Oh, very cool.
You
So,
all right?
yeah. So I guess we'll get right into it. Just a couple questions. So, what do you have brewing right now? What's your biggest thing you're working on right now?
Well, right now I'm just reconstructing my stores, which is called Perfect Pair. Me and my fiance and my son is a family business. I'm moving it. I have it in Durham. I have one store in Durham. I have another store in Greensboro, and I'm moving forward to move into the city of Charlotte. So that should be within a couple of months from now. I also, like I was just telling you earlier, I just finished up 4 months in Miami. I was there since December 4th, and we stopped production. I want to say March 12th or 13th,
Hmm.
which we're gonna have a TV show that'll be airing on WeTV this year. I believe around in the I guess I want to say that the end of July or the beginning of September. The title is called Vow or Not.
Okay.
It's really basically about Jim Jones. He's my partner for the Diplomats, which is a group that we had. It was myself, Freekey Zekey, Cameron, Jim Jones, and Joel Santana. For everybody out there who don't know who the Diplomats are, but Jim Jones, my partner, he's trying to marry Chrissy, and he's going through the ins and odds, the ups and downs of trying to woo his fiance into staying with him forever. And I'm just like a monkey wrench in the whole show. It's like I'm Brother Man if you ever saw Martin.
Oh yeah, nice. That's awesome.
And not only that, I'm also finishing up my I have an EP that I'm finishing up as well as a few mixtapes. So I had took a little moment off just to get this my TV career going.
Right.
And now that this is over, I'm gonna jump right back in the booth and I'm gonna shake it up for him. Right now, I have a single. Is myself and Little Wayne, or rather known as today as Little Tunchi. It's called We Hustle. So we're moving that. So I got a few things going on.
Very cool.
You know,
How did
yeah.
how did you and Jim Jones meet? How'd you guys get your start?
Um, well, I met Jim Jones. I met him when we was in third grade. Actually, he was in New York City. You have to have like this little thing. It's called a token. It's this little round, sort of like it's about the size of a nickel, but you put it in the mass transit, and you can ride the buses up and down Manhattan and Bronx, Brooklyn, and Queens, the five boroughs. And he saw it on the floor. I saw the token on the floor. I grabbed for it. He stepped on it, and from there it was history. His mother name was Sally. My mother name was Sally. He
Oh
lived on
wow.
the fifth floor. I lived on the fifth floor. So when you 8, 9, all that means something. And we haven't looked back since. So I knew him for about like 20 something, almost 30 years.
Oh wow, that's very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. All of us, actually, myself, Cameron, Jim, and Joels, we all knew each other for about 20 plus years. So the group, the Diplomats, is really more than music. That's like our little phrase that we say, more than music that you need to get in tune with.
Right, you guys are family. Cool.
Yes, definitely, definitely. But I'm real happy, actually, I'm actually, it doesn't seem like work. I know it is a business, but I'm with people who enjoy doing what they're doing. It's not like you have to like pull teeth, and you have to like force people to do something. Like everybody's up early, they go to sleep late. Whenever we ready to work, everybody's ready to work. So it's like I'm actually having a good time, and I've been doing this for about 20 years in a row, and it still feels like I haven't done a year yet. So my
Wow.
energy is still on fleek.
Nice. Cool. So, what is your definition of a true hustler?
My definition, Freekey Zekey's definition of a true hustler. Someone who's extremely consistent and persistent on satisfying a goal that he's never really satisfied about accomplishing. You know, say like you feel as if you have a small term, you may have a small term goal. Once you get to it, you feel like you really didn't accomplish enough, so you want to do that much better than what you did before to make what you accomplished that much greater. And it's like an ongoing cycle that never actually really ends. So it's like he becomes obsessed on making something better. You know what I mean?
Perfecting the perfection.
Yeah, exactly. You said it way better than what I said.
So switch it up a little bit. So what about people who want to be like you and have the freaky style? What's some of your favorite brands?
As brands, as far as what is concerned.
Clothing or something you just have to have every single day, like some sort of anything.
Well, if they want to be anything close to be like myself, Freekey Zekey, you just really have to, when you wake up, the first thing on your mind is what I could do to make myself better. That's the first thing I do when I open my eyes. And then I also believe keeping your physical intact will make your mental and emotions also go to a higher rate. So you have to work out. Brands, I really got out of wearing other people's brands once I felt I could make my own clothes. Like right now, I have on right now, I don't know if you can see, this is my clothing line right here. It's called Daylon. You know what I'm saying? With a little D over here. Put the hood on. You see, I can put the hood on you. You know what I'm saying? See how I get funky fresh in the flesh with the hood with it. You know what I mean? We started the Diplomats actually started to design their own clothes because we wanted to always be unique. And that was like about maybe 15 years ago. So since then, I always wanted to stay in that unique bracket. So if you want to be like Freekey Zekey, Ezekiel Freekey Zekey Giles, you know what I'm saying? You have to really want to always go beyond the medium, always go beyond the norm. So my brand would be Daylon, you know what I'm saying, which I'm promoting right now, which is mine, which is all mine. Well, I get a percent of it. Shout out to Daylon. That's actually the guy's name. It's Daylong. I switched it up. It was called Daylon, but I switched it up to Daylong just to give it a little hot sauce twang on it, a little paprika. You know what I'm saying? A little chili pepper with it. You know what I mean? Just to bring more customers in and bring more awareness to my line. And that's another thing. If you want to be like Ezekiel Freekey Zekey Giles, you always want to take anything that you have that you want to make yours and understand branding is the major thing that's supposed to be involved, making everybody have awareness of what you're promoting or what you're putting out to be I just want everything to be said or known across the world. So if you want to be like Ezekiel Freekey Zekey Giles, you got to be like a walking billboard.
Nice, I like it.
Smell me.
So what's been the hardest or most difficult thing about what you do?
The most difficult thing, I would say the most difficult thing would be when you begin, I guess, trying to pull people that may not have 100% belief in what you're doing, making them understand that this is the way to go because it'll be able to take care of yourself as well as your family. Is a lot of times if you have an idea, and that's really when you find out who's really on your side. When you come up with an idea that may seem far-fetched or it may be so clueless to the person because he can't fathom the thought of making it that far in life, like he steps back. And once you start getting it going, they usually jump in. So just finding the people who's really, really with you from the start. You know what I mean? And usually when you come up with an idea or when you really get ready to say, okay, I'm coming out with whatever you think of, like maybe 98% of the people is going to, and if it seems like way out there, 90% of the people may take a step back and think that you're crazy. But then once it's the ball start rolling, that snowball start going down and gets bigger and bigger, everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon. So just having people believe in what you believe in, even if you're going through some turmoil, because some things don't happen that first year or that second year or even that fifth year. And then a lot of people lose hope, a lot of people lose faith, and the people who really ain't believing you anyway really go. So I guess just trying to find a strong enough team that'll last with you to the beginning and the end. That's kind of the hardest thing.
Right.
That's for me. And I'm talking through experience, because I've been with a lot of people who told me like I'm bugging, I don't know what I'm thinking about, or they even have some faith with me, but when it doesn't go as expected the first couple of times, I see them kind of draw back, or you hear them talk to their friends about you, and but they kind of keep their body a little close to you just in case something immaculate happens. So I guess I would say that'd be my hardest thing, finding a real crew.
Oh, all right. So, definitely good advice, definitely. So we are Music for Breakfast, so we're a food blog too. So what's your jam that you like to wake up to the morning, and what kind of breakfast do you like to eat?
What jam? I don't have no particular, like every day I need to hear a song, but anything that's uplifting. I can hear anything that's kind of that'll make my head bob without me even hearing the words yet. I don't have no particular song, because I think music is just it has like no color. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that just makes me beat. It could be country, it could be R&B, it could be rap, it could be anything that just makes me like feel good. I can't put my finger on it. Anything that just makes you see how you shaking your head, that makes me wake up and do that.
Right.
If that starts me off, that song, I usually get up, do a couple push-ups, I'm ready. And really with me, I eat some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I eat some sunny side up eggs with some bacon. I don't know, whatever. I eat pancakes. Shoot, I eat some leftover chicken if it's on the stove that I remember tastes good. Anything that's there. You know what I mean? And wash it down with some apple juice. I like apple juice. Yeah, so whatever gets me going, I don't have anything particular. You know what I mean? You never know what can happen in life. And I never was the type of person who really stood in one spot and did that thing, the same exact thing over and over and over. I never was that kind of guy. My thing I feel was special about me, as far as music or any category, I don't have a lane. You know what I mean? Like, there's some rappers that got to be hardcore, or there's some people with clothing that has to let it straight be urban, or whatever you do in life. Some people like kind of focus on what they kind of good at. I feel as if my body just flows because I'm happy. I'm not running around with no ice grill. Like if I get into an argument with a friend of mine or a family member, kind of soon as the argument is over, I'm like, hey, what up? I don't know how to hold grudges.
Right.
I've been through a lot in my life where holding on to something that's negative could kind of bite you in the butt later, because you never know what happens in life. Right. You know what I mean? Like, say for instance, me and you get into an argument and I held a grudge and we argue and something happened to me. You'd be like, oh man, I should have told him, I should have, mended the situation because he was all right at the end of the day and the beginning of the day.
Right.
I forgot what you asked me, but I hope I answered it. I'll be getting off track. I'll be rambling sometimes. So if you want to be like that.
That's what we wanted to interview. We wanted to hear you, go off and be you.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all about being yourself.
Yeah, I feel like it's breakfast. I feel like it's music for breakfast right now. I like this chat. Awesome. It's all right.
So last question. Do you cook yourself? Or do you just like teenager?
Oh,
Are you a chef?
I'm chef boy. Boyardee Freak, baby. You know what I'm saying? Chef Boyardee Zeke, Chef Boyardee Freak. I love to cook. And my thing is, I love to cook, and I love to cook for my family. You know what I'm saying? I got my fiance who helps me run the store. My son is here who helps me run Perfect Pair. And as soon as they get home, if it's not too late, and we go to some fast food spot or something, I would love to sit in the house. I like to bake chicken, ribs, a hen. I made Thanksgiving for the first time last year. You know what I mean? So I love to cook. I love to cook. I love to serve people. My whole thing, a cook, a expertiseism of cooknessism is the whole thing a cook wants you to do. As soon as you taste his food, is go, look at that. That's it. You can sit back and relax. You know, you can smoke you a cigar if you feeling like you're Italian or something like that. And Perini, I cook the food for the family. So good. They say, You know what I mean? So my thing is to always, I guess I'm like I like to see people happy. That's my main objective in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much going on out here for us to always have like an ice grill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The only ice grill you should have is if you got diamonds in your teeth. You know what I mean?
True.
That's how I feel about it. You know? But yeah, I know how to cook. Chef Boyardee Zeke. And I might be beatboxing, while I'm cooking. So nice. I do be having music for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? I might be like, then I put my spatula down on my sausage, no homo, and they go. But you know, that's Chef Boyardee Zeke at the end and the beginning of the day.
I love it. Very cool. Thank you so much for hopping on and doing the interview with us.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to do a follow-up with Chef Boyardee Zeke one day. Get a recipe or something.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's definitely do it. I'm also gracious and happy for y'all having me. You know. Yeah. Now when I wake up, I'm gonna be really thinking about music for breakfast. Like I'm gonna start doing the WAP, maybe change it to music and dance for breakfast. You know what I mean? And sometimes I cook with one sock on. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how things go. You know what I mean? How the night went. Yeah. But y'all ladies, enjoy.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for having me. And once again, stay tuned for We TV. Make sure y'all tune in to We TV to check out Vow or Not. Also, make sure go to www.perfectpairshoestore.com to check out all the fancy and elegant clothes, shoes, and accessories, waist trainers, butt lifters, and everything else you'll see. Men's clothing, day-long clothing that we have on our website. Just remember Perfect Pair. And also understand that We Hustle featuring Lil Wayne with a slew of other music songs that's going to be coming out for Freekey Zekey. He's going to be coming very, very extremely super duper expediently soon.
Awesome.
All right. Y'all take care.
You too, man.